Hello there everyone. Tomorrow, assuming all goes well, I'll be getting my first ride on Hyperia. So I thought today I'd make just a quick run through of the layout, going through what I expect, what I hope it will be like, and then tomorrow or Sunday I can compare it to what it's actually like. Before we get into it, if you like what you see, you can subscribe if you want. If you don't, fair enough. That aside, before we get to the layout, let's go through the queue. It is torturous. I cannot wait to stand in there for 7 hours. It looks like an absolute nightmare of a queue. Cattle pens everywhere, as far as the eye can see. Cannot wait. And as far as theming goes, nothing. Can't wait to see nothing. The station, from what I've seen, looks nice. It'll probably look nicer in person. Well, I mean, it is a bit of a tin shed, but otherwise it looks quite nice. Either way, into the layout. The Bank turn out of the station. I don't think this is going to be anything special, to be honest. I think it's just going to be a bit... That's my impression of me falling out of the seat. But there should be some nice sideways hang time, if that's what you want to call it. It looks alright. And then the lift hill. It's definitely a lift hill. I will definitely be going up it. Maybe. But now we get to the good stuff. The drop. I cannot wait for this. For reference, my favourite part of Icon is the top hat. And even then, you get a little bit of airtime out off of that. This drop looks like nothing I've ever experienced before, and I can't wait for it. I'm going to be out of my seat, in the sky, on the motorway. Cannot wait. Obviously, I don't know which seat I'm going to get. If I'm in the back row, amazing. If I'm in the front row, good. If I'm in the middle of the train, typical. It looks like it's just full of airtime all the way down. Fun little twist, which will be interesting to say the least. And yeah, it seems to be very intense at the bottom. And of course, once I get there, I'll be rising up into the non-inverting one, which I think it'll be interesting, definitely. I mean, Icon's, I'll keep comparing it to Icon again, but Icon's non-inverting one is very good, so I'm expecting this to just be like a bigger version of it without all the sideways hang time. But I might get like a good bit of like, whoa, sudden air time as I twist about a bit, but I don't know. And then of course the drop off of that might be quite good too. You never know, but I will know in one day. Yet again, I'm not expecting anything special from this. It just looks like a pretty good element. Anyway, coming off of that, we go straight into probably the weirdest element on the whole ride, the big outwards banked roll thingy-mabob. And I genuinely can't tell what this is going to be like. I don't know, will it have airtime? Will there be like well, there's going to be sideways hang time, obviously. Will there be a mixture of airtime and sideways hang time? I have no idea. The roll out of it, how will that feel? The closest I've got to that sort of downward sloped roll is Mumbo Jumbo, and I don't think Mumbo Jumbo is anything like Hyperia. If it is anything like Mumbo Jumbo's roll, it just gets better as you go down. Cannot wait. And then you rise up into, well, honestly, between this and the drop, I can't decide what's my most anticipated part of the ride, but you go up into that massive, like, stall dive loop. I cannot wait for that. Except I will wait a whole day. But either way, yet again, I'm not entirely sure what to expect with this, except for a lot of hang time. But even then, we don't have a lot of hang time in the UK, so I don't know what to expect. The closest thing I can probably draw it to is, now that the Swarm doesn't have locking vest restraints, you get so much hang time from it, so I'm expecting it to be like that, but somehow even better. And the amount of time you're up there, it looks insane. It looks like, well, like so many times, unlike anything I've ever experienced before. And I'm all for it. And of course you drop off of that into the splashdown, which you don't get wet on, and the trims. Now of course I'm not going to do a big in-depth analysis as to what I think the trims are going to be like. They're going to be like trims, probably. But then you have that weird outward banked airtime hill. That looks alright. To be honest, I thought it would go over that a bit faster. But you never know, it could surprise me. And then you turn around into the final airtime hill, which looks like it'll have a good little woo. And then of course you hit the brakes. The brakes are going to be the best bit of the ride, guys. I cannot wait for the brakes. But overall, do I think Hyperia will be my new number one? Yeah. I mean, what's the competition? Icon. In my mind at least, Hyperia is basically just Icon if Icon was better in every way. Anywho, that is the end of this one, so I'll see you tomorrow or Sunday when I compare what it's actually like to what I thought it would be like. Bye.